Welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of CommentForce. We do this show because we love you. Joining us at this hour of love is Pretty Boy Gabe and Swaggy Z, ready to go through your comments. Our favorite new show where we take what you asked and what you talked about, and we talk about it. Get this in your eardrums for a podcast type session, or watch our beautiful faces for 30 to 45 minutes of pure Nintendo bliss. Gabe, we're back. Week 2.
Hey.
We didn't quit.
Hey, and they said it couldn't be done. First of all, you can't nickname yourself Swaggy Z. You can't do that.
Swaggy, that's my new one. I like that.
Like you can't. I've always felt a way about that. Like growing up, like there's this kid that like kept trying to give himself cool nicknames, and like they're not gonna stick if you create them. Like, what are you doing?
I've actually never really had a nickname. I've just been Zach my whole life.
You've had a nickname, you just don't know about it. I'm joking.
Wowzer. Make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoy CommentForce, the return of the greatest Nintendo show on YouTube. And put your comments in the comments. Stay tuned if we ask for more throughout the week. And let's dive right in because it is a big show with a lot to discuss. And it kicks off with Julian Rivera, who says, if you control Nintendo and you had to remake a bad Nintendo game and make it good, which Nintendo game would you choose? Now, Gabe and I had this off-screen dilemma about, is there a bad Nintendo game? Which there probably is, but we're gonna like rewrite this question to say a like below average or mediocre or disappointing Nintendo game.
Yeah, because the game I'm going to mention isn't below average or mediocre. I still feel like it's an amazing game. I just feel like more people would get to the amazing parts if they remove some of the fluff in the beginning, and that's Skyward Sword. You know, what I feel, and you're gonna think I'm crazy. I've always felt that The Legend of Zelda is an underrated franchise. You say it's overrated. I say it's wholly underrated for a lot of reasons. But
let's let everyone know that Gabe thinks that Nintendo's number 2 IP of their entire library is underrated.
Yeah, absolutely. What does the popularity have to do with being underrated?
All right, that objection. Heard or whatever they say in court.
Sustained. Wait. Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
No, but if you remove a lot of the early, like I call it fluff, but you know, there's a long tutorial in that game for Skyward Sword. Like the truly great stuff in that game doesn't happen until like hours and hours in. So maybe that's what I would remake. And I have a hope that if they were to remake and re-release Skyward Sword, they would maybe omit some of that early content that isn't as cool. That's what my hope would be. But I do not think Skyward Sword's a bad game, though. I want to make that clear. You mentioned one, but I struggle thinking of a bad like Nintendo game. I can't think of many.
Yeah, and same with me. I'm picking games that just were a bit disappointing to me. I'm gonna give you 2. One would be, I'd love to see Super Mario Party done with actual like love and care. I mean, the custom dice blocks for each character is very interesting. The boards aren't terrible, but it's low on content and the online is lackluster. I'm sure they'll do better in Super Mario Party 2, so we probably will actually get to see this happen. But that's one where they dropped the ball and still sold like 13 million copies or whatever, which is just insane. Or maybe it's over 15 million now. The second one, I'd say, don't think it's a bad game, but I would love to see them actually do something different with Pokemon Sword and Shield. The promise was there, and they went like 20% of the way, but it's still the same dang game. And I feel like people have kind of, in hindsight, there seems to be a lot of internet negativity around Sword and Shield as opposed to, you know, pre-release. People were more excited.
Like, my issue with your picks is that they're like so like Sword and Shield just came out. Like like those are both on Switch.
It didn't say it had to be an old game. This is SwitchForce.
Yeah, no, but they said an Nintendo.
Stop trying to take over my show.
I'm just saying how you like
you picked a Wii U game. So old, man.
Wait, Skyward Sword was on Wii.
Skyward Sword on Wii? Wii.
Yeah.
Wii.
Yeah.
Wii.
Yeah.
Wii. It's like the French say, Wii.
It's older.
Okay, all right. Let me go all the way back to the annals of history and pick something from the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, but it's not.
I wish they'd remake. I wish they'd remake. What's that game called? It was like the Talk of the Town in the Wii launch, and it was terrible. Red.
Red.
It's like a sword game.
Oh, I'm sorry for the construction going on, by the way. Red Steel.
Oh,
okay.
Red Steel.
You're talking about Red. I was thinking about the Bruce Willis movie.
It's interesting that there aren't that many terrible Switch games. The one that Gabe was mentioning that I said was like Star Fox Adventures, because I did like the promise of Star Fox in a more expanded, like platforming type setting, 3D style setting. And I don't even think that game is bad necessarily. It's just not as good as it could be.
The reason I don't mention, like, because we can mention other Star Fox games, right? Star Fox Zero wasn't great. But the thing is, I don't, like, not that I don't care about Star Fox, but it's
not a big fan.
Yeah, like, it's not Zelda for me, so.
All right. Martin NL says, hey, Zach and Gabe. Hey, Martin. When playing Bowser's Fury, were there any things that surprised you, like things that were in the game that you did not expect? Because this is, you know, by all accounts, a new bite-sized 3D Mario just kind of shuffled into the 3D World package.
I already told you what mine was, and that's a life bar, right? We've never seen that before in a Mario game. And I see people online saying like, hey, like, how cool would it be if, like, going forward there were like more like life bars, and it's not just like, you know, stomp on him once, or, you know, or jump on his head, or, you know, jump on the boss 3 times. It'd be really great to switch up that formula just because it's like so old now. So I think that'd be pretty interesting.
I mean, there's more like, there's less concrete things. Like, I am surprised that it's as expansive as it is. To me, it feels more fleshed out than I was expecting. I'm surprised it's as insanely fun as it is. Like, it's, I don't know. I'd like to have a discussion at some point about, like, is this the best formula for Mario? Because it is more open than even Odyssey, and I think having Plessy to travel. Gabe thinks that I have this like newness bias, and he's just gonna laugh at me anytime I say something new is good.
Yo,
all right, Gabe,
you are like the definition of the microwave era. Like, you're just into like the news. First of all, why
it's really good.
Why is someone hammering on a Saturday? Like, yo, what are you guys doing? I'm sorry.
I can't even hear it.
No, it's being picked up by the mic. I can see the waveforms. No. So sorry, sincerely, but you do.
They're trying to get in and tell you to cut this out. It's okay to like new things.
Yeah, you can. The
Switch has some great games.
Of course it does, but they don't invalidate everything that came before.
I didn't say they invalidate. I just said I would like to have a conversation, a discussion on, is this the ideal formula for Mario, where they give you a traversal vehicle in Plessy to move around these islands, and then the islands shift and change as you complete the shines. Regardless, I also was surprised to see the variety of the kinds of shines. I thought it would be much more of 3D World style, like just get to the top of the mountain, get to the end of the little micro level. By my count, there are 15 different styles of cat shines, and that really impressed me.
I meant to ask you, you didn't feel like any way that it was like slightly repetitive? Like, how many, like, and I'm not saying the game's repetitive. I think the game's great. I played some now. But how many Plessy races is there? Again, I don't know. But yeah, those are all like variations of the same task.
It's really spread out. I'm getting close to 100 shines, and it's really, I feel like there's always something new to do. And like I said, 15. So you have roughly, you know, 7 or 8 of each type throughout the game. That's pretty good. I mean, and obviously the platforming shines are more plentiful. So there's probably like 30 platforming shines, and then the other 14 styles are split among the 70. I thought that was something like, I played the 3 hours to beat like the main campaign, and I didn't take a breath. Like, it just flew by because it was so engaging every step of the way.
Got a game you should play. It's called Breath of the Wild. That might help you get a breath.
Get a lot of good breathing in there.
Yeah, Gosh. A lot.
Well, speaking of fresh breath, DMSR6 says, did your opinions on the Switch change when you got the PS5 and Series X? Did you feel a type of way? Is it starting to feel outdated? Noticeable load times, resolution, frame rate, controller? Basically, did the next gen sour us on Switch at all?
Not sour. I think the question was that it changed my opinion.
Okay.
And not my opinion.
So it got better?
No. But like, it's such a hard question. Like, it's a yes and a no for me.
Yeah.
Because I love the PlayStation 5. It's my favorite console. Like, this controller
of all time, microwave era.
I won't say that. Okay. I'm not crazy. But the control. I will say this: that controller is my favorite controller of all time. It just It fits my hands so much better. I hate holding these small controllers now.
Okay.
Like the dual sense with the rumble the way it does. Even when I plug that into PC, like, the rumble feels better. I played Little Nightmares too with the PS5 controller on PC.
Interesting.
And like, I love that controller. But since I already played on PC previously, like, I know the Switch is limited. Like, that's not something that I needed like a PS5 or a Series X to tell me, because I've been like, I hate to like sound like this guy, but I've been playing like at 165 hertz for years now. So I mean
I don't think it changed my opinion at all. And I'll shift more to the is it starting to feel outdated question. I don't think that will set in until the PlayStation 5 and the Series X have a reliable and consistent release schedule. Because at this point, my PS5 goes dormant for a month while I wait for them to put something out. And I think because of that, there's less opportunity for it to really usurp the Switch. And it seems like by the time the PS5 has reliable releases and the Series X has consistent titles, we're going to have a Switch Pro. So that should hopefully bridge the gap.
That's not true.
By the fall? You don't think we have a Switch Pro by the fall?
No,
like
but you're
September,
you're getting cooler release. Maybe they're not like, Resident Evil 7, 8, Village. Blah.
a cross-gen game. I'm saying like consistent next-gen titles. So
yeah, but what's it matter? Because the cross-gen games are like perform better than Switch games anyways.
Yes, but that's like saying
and
that
was
change.
And that was already designed for PS5. Like they went back and somehow made it work for the last generation. But
right, but the question is when the PS5 and Series X came out, and I'm just saying my opinion in relation to PlayStation and Xbox versus Switch has not shifted. Like, yes, I think the PlayStation 4 looks better than the Switch and the PlayStation 5, obviously, but those new consoles did nothing in terms of my relationship and how I view Switch versus the other platforms.
Well, I guess what you're saying and what I'm saying is kind of similar, so we won't argue. Like I said, like, hey, like it's like I'm aware of its limitations and I love it, and I love it despite it.
Yeah, that's a different way of saying it, but basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Controller wise, I still love the Pro Controller. I guess subconsciously, like I really try not to play with Joy-Con anymore. I really don't. I mean, it's fine for certain titles, but I really try to Pro Controller it up like every chance I get.
My Joy-Con might as well be stuck onto that Switch. They never come out.
Yeah, and I think that's probably fair. My Switch is breaking, so
are you keeping the other one?
Well, I think so, because my Switch is physically like it's physically like this part's like the plastic's all bending and breaking off, and the Joy-Con are so wobbly on the sides of the system now. So I might be getting some better load times and some better battery life just by upgrading. But no, I'm excited for the Switch Pro. I still love the Switch. Let's go to Button Nation asking the important questions of the SwitchForce Nation. Do you like pizza?
Love it. Also, do me a favor, shift a little bit to your right. Again, you shift a lot, but
I'm a shifty guy.
Yeah, what'd you call yourself? Swaggy Zach? You're Shifty Zach.
Swaggy Z.
Yeah.
Shifty Z.
Yeah.
Pizza. What's your perfect pizza?
People are gonna laugh though. Like I'm very simple. I like pepperoni. Put some extra pepperoni.
Right.
Put some extra pepperoni on there. I'm in heaven.
My mom and I had this joke when we were little. There was this teacher at this summer. It wasn't summer school. It was like a summer enrichment program, like so fun classes like art and theater and stuff like that I went to. And there was this teacher who like she would just like talk about the weirdest stuff. And me and my mom had this joke about her like always asking for more pepperoni on her pizza. And so when we drive home, I was like 6 or 7. We had this joke about her. She's being like, more pepperoni. No, more pepperoni. That doesn't age well.
Pepperoni's great. Can I give a shout out to that one place that I don't know the name of that was across the street from the railroad tracks in Pasadena?
The Luggage Room.
That place is good. I like that place.
Hey, if you live in California and you're the LA County area and you want to go to the greatest pizza place, the Luggage Room in Pasadena, right by the train tracks, is fantastic. It's on Arroyo Parkway. I like pizza more than I think I do. Like, I would never pick pizza, but if someone else is like I won't eat probably the pizza you eat, but if I go to like
you would.
Lay's Pizza, maybe?
Yeah,
maybe?
well, the pizza eats. I mean, I know you'd be surprised because you don't think of where I'm at pizza, but hey, there's some good stuff.
I just mean like I would like gluten-free crust and I want like chicken on it.
They have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So like whenever I go to a build-a-pizza type place and I get that, like I really like it. I just think that I view pizza as kind of this like unhealthy food. Gosh, my brother, Jake, former SwitchForcer, when he was little, he came home from preschool one day and they did a lesson on like food groups. And his teacher said that pizza was the healthiest food because it had something from every food group. It had like, some bread and some vegetables and some protein. And,
yeah. Good luck. The teacher's looking like me now.
Oh my goodness. Minteractive Media says, what do you think the rumored DK game is about? Is it another Donkey Kong Country Returns series type game or a Donkey Kong 64 style game? And to give a little context, Nate Drake on Reset Era and a few other notable Nintendo insiders / leakers have said that there is a new DK game being worked on in-house. So this is by Nintendo. not the same developer as the Donkey Kong Country Returns series. This would be like Nintendo EPD, one of their like internal development studios.
And what's the question? What we think about it, or what do we think it is?
What do you think it's gonna be?
I don't know. Probably 2D. That's what I think it's gonna be.
That's where you hedge your bets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love for it to be 3D. I think exploring different styles on Switch has kind of become the golden goose of this system. Like, look, Breath of the Wild took Zelda in a different direction. Fantastic. Mario Odyssey mixed up a bit from Mario. Fantastic. I'd love to see them do the same thing for Donkey Kong. But I think that they might view Donkey Kong as like their awesome 2D platformer, since they haven't done that with Mario this gen. Like, they have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe and they have Mario Maker 2, but there isn't a tried and true 2D Mario game. And for platforming fans and for accessibility and for demographics, I would also bet like a 2D DK is what we get.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it's different enough, right? Because the Donkey Kong game that we have on Switch, while phenomenal, is an older game. That was on Wii U, Zach. That was on Wii U.
What would you want out of a new DK? Because for me, I just want the Kong clan back. I just want Tiny Kong, Lanky Kong. Dude, Lanky Kong, if I had to cosplay as a Kong, I would be Lanky.
You are Lanky.
He moves so great. He moves on his hands. That game, DK64, that was kind of like one of my video game renaissance moments, because I got the neon green, see-through green in 64 that came bundled with DK64 and Ocarina of Time for my birthday, and that was like, what more do you need?
Absolutely nothing. You probably don't even need another game ever in your life. Just keep playing those.
But they had freaking peanut guns, coconut bazookas. They had multiplayer. It's so good. I mean, a 2D DK.
A 2DK.
A 2DK.
Yeah.
Would art style shift be enough for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you change the gameplay up like slightly, a little bit faster movement. Maybe make not that the platforming isn't precise, because it is, but fine tune that a little bit. I think they can do enough if you do some really clever things with the design of the levels on top of just different visuals. I think that's 100% enough. Maybe give us some online so that we can all play together up to, I don't know, 4 people is too much. 2 people
for 2D.
Yeah. 2D. Just running through. I think it could be really fun.
I probably agree. I think art style would be the best thing they could include. The platforming, we expect it to be great, so it probably will be great. But yeah, I love those shadow play levels in the Country Returns series. I don't want that for the full game, but just maybe even like Paper DK. I'd love to see it. I'd love for them to bring Paper to a different franchise. I think this game probably drops in the summer, so I think we're actually pretty close to this one, if I had to predict.
Hey, we'll see.
There is a rumor that Kirby is going 3D. So
I would believe that before I believe Donkey Kong. I don't know why. Like I truthfully don't even have a reason why. I just I can visualize that a little. And I know we've had Donkey Kong be 3D in the past, but I think that series just found its footing with 2D. Like we like what they do so much, and not that we don't like what Kirby does, I guess, but
right.
I think that they already have a very good template for something we really enjoy with what they already did with Donkey Kong. So maybe just change it up, and you got yourself a home run there. But
I think Donkey Kong is underrated. You were saying Zelda. I think this series it doesn't really get spin-offs. They're not really that plentiful. I mean, there's more Kirby games than DK games as of late. Kirby has done a lot of things. He's ridden on air. He's played with canvases. He played
just
with
became
rainbows.
A fighter just recently. Yeah.
Why the DK franchise has so many great characters? I don't know why they don't get. I mean, I guess they tried to experiment when they had Donkey Konga.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, they had a kart.
That's a game.
Kart racer, and I mean, they've done things in the past. It's just
bring it back, man. I'm down for whatever DK thing, and I think the fact that it's developed by Nintendo is exciting.
Yeah.
Umbreon. Man.
Can we take?
This might be unrelated.
Is this legal? Can we take questions from Pokemon? Are we allowed to do that?
Gabe, it's Valentine's Day. We should be loving to all species.
Okay. Well, we should always be loving to all species, just to be clear. Always.
Okay, yeah. Not just a V-Day thing?
Yeah, nah, come on.
All right. This might be unrelated, but how do you feel about Post Malone performing a live concert for Pokemon?
I'm gonna give a Gabe answer. Like I don't feel anything about. Like I don't care.
You didn't think it was just wild when all of a sudden Post Malone is like turning into a trainer with a microphone and all his face tattoos and piercings are still there?
No, like I don't care. Like,
all right,
I don't listen to Post so much, and like Post is cool. It's just Post Malone and Pokemon is not like where I want to go for my music. You know what I mean?
I think it's fascinating that they've chosen Katy Perry and Post Malone as the representatives of the musical side of the Pokemon 25th. I mean, I think it's hilarious that they're even doing a concert.
I will say, the face tattoos like in the Pokemon art style? I was like, that was a little wacky.
I'm just surprised. Nintendo's usually so clean cut. I'm surprised they went there. But here's the question: Is Post Malone going to do a Post Malone concert for Pokemon, or is he going to do a like all his renditions like the Pokemon rap and like Team Rocket song?
No, I think he's doing one song, dude. What are you talking about? Like,
it says it's a concert.
Yeah. Wait, it's Post exclusive concert, or will there be other artists?
It just says Post Malone is performing a concert for the Pokemon 25th
Oh, he
anniversary.
can't do that. Wait, no.
It's a digital concert.
No, like I get that part. I understand, but is it Katie also in the same concert, or is that separate?
The way that I've read the PR is that after the concert is when they'll like tease the Katy Perry music.
Oh wait, so we're gonna get about 15 minutes of posts in Pokemon?
I don't know, man. But what I want to know is he gonna be singing like White Iverson?
He can't.
As right? How many original Pokemon songs has Post? What's your over under on original Post Malone Pokemon songs?
There's no more than 2. I think 2 is a lot. I think he did 1.
What do you think it's going to be, a rap about like the life of a trainer?
I mean, he rapped about Doritos.
Oh my gosh! I mean, he's talked about Michael Scott. He's done stuff for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, no, like now that I think about it, honestly, like Post is pretty friendly. Like he's safe. Like you just edit out some of the words and the content's
He's just a happy guy who happens to also have face tattoos.
It's not even rap, but okay.
Yeah, I just can't wait to hear him be like, Umbreon. Well, we have that bookmark. Gabe and I are gonna do a live watch of a live reaction to that concert.
No, we're not.
Jarny or Harney Biesmans, sorry for the butchering of your name. Jarn Biesmans. Gabe, are you gonna play Monster Hunter Rise when it comes out? And if yes, what weapon are you gonna use?
Absolutely. I played the demo a lot. I beat whatever content was there in the demo, and Sword and Shield was one of the ones I really like. I really like the
That's a Pokemon game.
It's also
We're on to a new topic.
Yeah, but it's also a class and Monster Hunter. I also really like the dual blades just because they're a little quicker. I like the quick stuff, those giant like the longsword. I don't know if it's called a longsword, but like it's a little slow for me. You know which other one I like? The one that like shoots, like it's like a giant like gun. Like, I don't know the name of it. Excuse me. That one, like I tried a lot of the classes, honestly. I'm really excited for that game.
That game's out soon. It's out in about 5.5 weeks, and it's going to be massive. I saw some people talking about like, is it going to be the best-selling third-party Switch game?
They asked that here last week.
It's got a chance, right? Like, we're absolutely pumped for it. And Capcom is really kind of doubling down on the Switch. They have Monster Hunter Rise announced and out. They've got the Ghosts and Ghouls or Ghosts and Goblins, whichever it is, remake happening.
Don't you dare forget it. Keep going. I won't see if you mention it.
It's been leaked that there's a Resident Evil Revelations 3 coming out.
Why is this happening? They announced them at the same time. Why y'all being mean to Monster Hunter Stories?
Oh, Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Come on, man.
Yeah, coming out. And then we just saw that ratings boards confirmed a new Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney collection, games that were never even localized. So that's awesome. So they're really becoming one of the stronger. I mean, they've done the Mega Man collections incredibly well. Mm-hmm. They are, because Ubisoft refuses to put a new Rabbids out. and Bandai Namco, I mean, Little Nightmares 2 just came out, and that's pretty good.
And they also happen to make Smash.
And they also happen to make Smash. But in terms of just like pure third-party support, Capcom might like by the end be the one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been thinking about Capcom a little recently, and I don't know, maybe a decade ago, maybe a little longer ago, like they were in such a rut, like they couldn't, like everything they were doing was just like not so good. Like they had all these like terrible Resident Evil games, and yeah, there are some. I love the franchise, but there were some. And was it Inafune that left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't know what they were doing.
I think they've done such a great job, and it's something that we hope to see Ubisoft do in the coming years. Like, they took their franchises that felt stale and revitalized them. They revitalized Resident Evil. They were bold with 7. They were bold with Monster Hunter World, and it really paid off, right? Like, they've done some bold things to very familiar franchises, and I think every publisher could learn from that.
Yeah, congrats to them for, turning it around. I want to help them revitalize that wall. Zach, it has been 26 minutes and they are still hammering away. I think it's a hammer bro over there. All right, go on.
I also like, just to answer this question for myself, absolutely playing it. I also like the lither, smaller weaponry. I've never been like Dark Souls. I can never get behind like a huge hammer. I don't want to swing slow.
It's hard. I can't get
I know it's big damage, but I feel like you have to be more perfect when you have a heavy weapon than a light weapon.
Perfecter. I'm joking.
I like the the thing that goes from sword to axe. It like changes. You can go like heavy. That's pretty cool.
Forgive us for not knowing the names. We are noobs to Monster Hunter. Like, we like it, but yes. World was our introduction.
I love this question. I've never thought about it. It's from Duncan Weir, and he says, everyone is talking about the features, the release date, the price of the supposed Switch Pro, but I think the real question is, what colors will it come in? Will it be identical to the current Switch? Will we get new sets of colors for Joy-Con, or even the system itself? Will the buttons on the Joy-Con be white like the Switch Lite, or will they color match the systems like the 3DS? What do you think?
Hope they do white.
Great question.
Hope they do white.
A white Switch?
Yeah, white everything.
The whole thing?
Yeah, white everything.
Oh, white everything.
Yeah.
All white everything. All right.
Wait, who's talking about the price? Like, I've never even thought about that.
I have. The colors, I think price is interesting because do they go higher or do they drop the Switch and enter it at the same level to try to spread it? I imagine they go higher, but I think it's an interesting discussion. Anyhow, color-wise, I cannot imagine that they would set this thing on store shelves with a similar name and not have it look notably different. And by notably, I mean not a gray/black box and not a gray
so make it
Joy-Con.
white.
I mean, they could do that. I think like the Mario Red Switch looks brilliant, and the Switch Lite colors are so vibrant. Maybe they will adopt something like that and just go very colorful. Remember, the GameCube did launch with Indigo and Spice, and eventually they went platinum, so maybe they will do something like that. I could also see them going that direction. The original DS launched in like this silvery platinum. The GameCube has had a platinum version. I could see them trying to do like a silvery high-end look for the Switch Pro.
Silver's a bad color for consoles.
Yeah.
It just like looks weird. Like, I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I want my consoles to be black or white. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't give me no. The purple on the GameCube was, and purple's my favorite color, but like, why?
Can we get a console that isn't one singular color? Has that ever been done outside of special editions? I guess not.
I was gonna say the like later Wii that came, it was like red and black.
Yeah. And I guess the PS2 like had
the blue accents. Yeah.
I'd love to see Nintendo do something like that, like a red and white console. I think like just load up on your colors, man.
I mean, it's right behind me. The PlayStation 5 is white and black.
Yeah. Give us a multicolored system. I don't know. I imagine the dock is going to be different. I imagine that's the part of the hardware that is the most
I hope it doesn't
changed.
have a dock.
You don't think it's going to have a dock? You think it's not portable?
Oh, I said I hope it doesn't have a dock.
What is it going to do?
Just let me play it like I play my other consoles.
Oh, so it's not a Switch. It just stays at home.
Yeah, but call it Switch Pro or whatever. Yeah, let me just keep it home. It's quarantine.
I want bright colors. Gabe wants white. I think they will absolutely have new colors for this to distinguish it, but I do think your old Joy-Con and everything will obviously still work. So
I hope not.
Stay tuned for that. Obviously, we have to get into the lives of me and you. So 666 Jedi Mind Trick 666.
Hey, wait, hold on. Let me know in the comments. Are you talking about Jedi Mind Tricks because of actual dumb Star Wars stuff, or because of the phenomenal rap group Jedi Mind Tricks? Go on.
Okay. It's a simple question, but it's an important one. Any hidden talents from the two of us?
Let me just say, mine's not really a talent.
I love it though.
I can't smell anything, and it's not COVID related. I was born without the ability to smell. I'm a mutant. It's like WandaVision, Westview, me. No. Yeah, I can't smell, so if you got anything really stinky, call me up for a price. I got you.
That's pretty good. I mean, that is like a legitimate talent. Like, that's not just like, oh, like I can draw really well.
And because of it, my hearing is like, I like to think it's, like, I mean, I don't know for sure, but like, I think I have really good hearing. I'm a very light sleeper because like, sometimes a car like passes by and like a little too hard, like I'm straight outside, like I hear it. I'm like, whoa. And I'm awake almost instantly, so.
This is why you're such a connoisseur of music, because it tickles your drums, man. The music just plays those drums in your ears.
I saw something Brandy related. Remind me to tell you off the stream.
Goodness gracious. Hidden talents, like talent to me is a weird word, and I'm not going to get all philosophical here, but I guess like I don't have anything like special about my body like you.
Yeah, you do.
But,
you do. Wait, which one is it?
Skinny?
You either don't have a torso or don't have legs. It's one of the,
no, my legs
your
are
legs
really
are crazy long. Yeah, so you have no torso.
I'm pretty sure that's not a talent.
Yeah,
game.
his legs just like go into his torso, like not even his torso, his chest. There is no torso. That's his talent.
I mean, I'm very quick with the videos I make. I'm really nice. I don't think these are talents.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think. What would you say is my hidden talent?
You're not gonna like
I can do this.
You're not gonna like it. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
About you?
Yeah.
I think your hidden talent is the ability to paint things in colors that they shouldn't be colored in. And I don't like mean that in a bad way. It's just like your perspective is. I think your perspective is your hidden talent.
Ooh, my strange space boy perspective. Maybe.
Yeah, no, and it's like, it works for you. Like, it makes you you. Like, it makes you a wholly unique person. Like, I've met a lot of people in this life. None of them are like you. Wait, hold on. What would you say mine is?
I mean, I would say your smell thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
That's what I would have said, because that's like legitimate, like you said. It's like mutant-esque. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I fail to think of anything. Like, I'm not musical.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. At one point, I guess you could say like it's not a talent, but like I coach basketball, for a long time. I mean, that's kind of, it's more just like a thing.
You walk.
I don't know how many people have
fast. You walk off. You walk awful fast. Yeah.
How many people have like actual hidden talents? Like, I can like do like 6 backflips in a row.
Man, shout out to those people under the highways that are like twirling things, a million things in the air at once, and I'm like, yo, that took a lot of practice. Like, I couldn't do that. Give me 10,000 hours to master that. I'm probably failing.
Sign twirling?
No. Like they'll like juggle like a whole bunch of stuff. Like
juggling. Okay.
Yeah, like it's like what they do on the street. Like, but yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy some of the things I've seen these street performers do.
Oh, can I? We'll get really, really intimate for a moment. It's Valentine's Day. I think one of my hidden talents is that I'm very in tune with like my love languages and like my heart and my emotionality and being able to convey and share love.
I don't want to hear about your love languages, man.
All right. No.
I know enough about your love languages. Yo, but what happens when your love language and the person? Never mind.
Valentine's Day is a great day. Know that we love you. Gabe, I love you, man.
I love you too.
And whether you can smell or not, you'll always have a place at my table. Thank you so much for watching. Another episode of CommentForce is in the books. Get your comments and questions in on this video and any video we upload this week. Plus, stay tuned for a community post where we specifically ask for a few more questions before the show is recorded. We'll be back next weekend. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. What are we doing this week, Switch-wise? Playing more Mario Bowser's Fury.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about the ending for Little Nightmares 2, like spoilers, like, but
yeah, we could do a little discussion on that maybe at the end of the comment.
Yeah.
Should we give people a week to beat it?
Yeah.
I also think that there might be some Nintendo news next week. So
I feel like something's coming. Like the last.
It has to be.
No, dude. Like the last couple of days, like I wake up, right, my eyes open. Suddenly, I'm awake. That's an Office reference right there. Never start a story with you waking up. Literally every day you've ever had starts like that. But I feel like something's coming.
All right.
Like something big. I don't even know what's Switch related. Gaming, of course, is what I'm keeping it gaming. I think something big is. It feels like something's coming.
Well, we'll check back next week.
Yeah.
Until then, though, thank you, beautiful people, for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for supporting us and checking out our show. Make sure to visit Gabe's channel. Apparently, he's going to be uploading again.
Yeah, here be Gabe. On Monday, something will go up.
Link in the description down below. Another CommentForce coming your way this weekend. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button, and I'll see you on Good Morning Mario. Until that time, everybody, for myself and Gabe, thanks again. SwitchForce out.